I want to make a connection because I have 15 minutes because my schedule changed today. um, can we make a connection with executives, especially
Yeah.
leaders?
Yeah,
Because
I will go to examples
yes,
because it's easier. I remember two of the persons that you directed to me.
yeah,
One was a lady, a young lady, who's having, it seems, was high ranked in her job in Switzerland. Was in something related with the bank, finances, something like that. And I say, what is it? And then I saw her, she was like this, was very present, but was no soft spine. So the spinal connection was very present, but with tightness.
yes,
That means, and the eyes were like this. So he was really direct in space. And then one of the problems she had is that dealing with the team, because she has to deal with the team or with another employees, I don't know, she didn't find, she felt a kind of resistance.
yes,
And then she was one like committed. I do this, I do this, I do this, I do this. So you have to do this and this and this. Not for her, for and some of them they were like then was a kind of finding a reason, maybe because she was a young woman in a world of men, and the others are longer time in the company than they she has a directing them. Say I don't care about that. So the first thing that we did was with movement softening the spine. And that was like rolling the pelvis or rolling to one sit bone to the other sit bone. And to the moment saying, now walk. And then she was walking different.
yeah,
And then she started to talk to me. And I say, your voice now, I mean, the singing of the voice is the same? I mean, no. Okay. So as a leader, this spine doing this is allowing you to accommodate. If the arrows are coming, you're like kung fu.
yeah.
It's not shooting. You go like, but then you need this. If you are like this, you are making them rebound, or you're hurt.
Yes,
And then you go like this. And so now put your hands there. Then she put the hands here. Now do that. See, this hand is going that way and this one this way. This is dancing tango. Then she started to laugh.
yes,
In the hug of tango, you have an open space and a closed space. The open space is for moving, that the woman can move inside and can even modify the space.
yeah,
That means you are embracing the hit, you embrace. But for that, first, sorry for the expression, save your ass. So you go like this, you go like that. Okay, now we are going for the pushing because I seen you a lot of reaching. This has to be done. This is in this way. This at this time. This in this moment. So we need some pushing. So what you mean by that? Okay, we were in a classroom, so we put the tables together. Then she was on her belly with the eyes like this, and then she started to do the crawling thing of the babies.
yeah,
But I didn't say that. I just touched her a little bit, the pelvis doing this, and then she started to see with slight movement of the pelvis, the knee was going forward, and the chest was rotating. And then when I touch the spine, you see the spine is rotating. But now you keep the head like the tiger. The head is to focus that. But under your head, everything is rotating. And at a certain moment, she was lifting the right side of the pelvis, I remember. I said, okay, now I'm going to press the right knee on the table. Switch the pelvis to the other side. When she did it, the knee was grounding. She put the pelvis over the knee, on the side of the knee, and then she went forward. You see, you reach without reaching.
yes,
If you want to go further, then first you push and then you reach. But before you push, you have to yield. It's a contact like this, is softer fight for rebounding. It's not about this or about doing these things. It's gradually, it's the right moment to do that. But how I do that in my job? Remember the sensation you have here. You're going to see sometimes you're going to say yield in there. They don't listen to you and you yield.
Yeah.
At a certain moment, in some way, you use your spine, you stay in front of the person, then you start to push. And when you push and you embrace, they go back. And then I went to something to the transcendence. I said, do you do some, I don't know, weight training? Yeah, I run a little bit and something like a more casual. Okay, with my partner, we are dancing was a Caribbean dance, I don't remember.
Salsa.
Salsa.
It was very popular in Zurich and Geneva at the
time. And then remember, what do you do? What is your partner do? Oh, he's like, but you can still do it. Yeah, there, yes. Okay, don't enter dancing salsa in your office, but find that pelvis that moves. Yeah. So when she went away, I didn't tell anything. It was another woman. The transcendence is all that I get from here, how I can use my body perceptions or sensations to address to another person.
Yes.
So the other one was, he was pretty much stressed, was a person with a lot of success, but his main point was that he has to offer a party to a lot of people from the family, from the run. He didn't want to put anyone outside, but he wanted to do speech.
Yes.
What kind of speech I'm going to do it? Because then, okay. Then he told me what I cannot understand, how I consider myself successful, how I'm doing this mess for the party. See, because the party is you. Mm-hmm. I mean, in your business, your whatever you have, your enterprise, okay, things are running. You are there, but this is you. Is you yourself there. I said, what do you do for keeping you? I do. I go to the gym. Okay, tomorrow we go to the gym. Then I did more or less the same. The spinal connection was soft, but with him I work a lot in focusing. I mean, have a wider focus, or more direct, or more flexible.
Yes.
Okay, this in love and words is the expressive part of movement. And then I remember I was in the machine with the lat put down, so they have like this, and then they pull down. I say, do that. Yes. Okay, that. Now stay there. Now roll your pelvis back. But then he was like, no, your pelvis. He couldn't do it. So okay, drop. And then I went with the hands. And to the moment he understood that rolling the pelvis and the spine was following, but not doing this.
Right.
And then he was like this. Now do it with the hands like this. So as he was rolling the pelvis back, the hands were going down. When he grabbed the bar and he did like this, he was already lifting 1 millimeter, maybe the weight. So now when you have to push, you get bigger from your pelvis than you push.
Yes.
That means that think that you have two wheels that are the scapulas and a ladder in the middle. So when this go up, automatically this goes down.
Yeah.
So when you engage this, already the movement down is there. But then you grow and then you can. So anytime that you come, you widen. So what is there? Then he focus. I mean, to think without moving the eyes. And when you go like this, you focus. You open, you focus. You open. So write down a couple of titles. And when you are presenting the first part, you say thanking people, you widen. But when you go to this person or that group or that occasion or whatever it is, then you focus, then you widen. But you have to do it bodily without doing things like this, of course.
Yes.
I would like him to do that, but I don't think it was fitting in that environment. And then this is in business. When you are exploring a situation, when you're planning something, when you're imagining, that's why I like that part that you wrote in your book about the 300%.
Yeah.
Widen 300%.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is training. Training of what? Is what De Bono is calling lateral thinking.
Exactly.
Because when it's coming the moment that it was unexpected, it's not that you knew about that. You are trained to give a response, and then you have options.
Yeah.
And this is coming in the case of, if I train from the body, of widening my vision and narrowing my vision. It's focus. You can focus close, it's convergence, you can focus further, but then you can widen. So that's why with this kid at school, with the circle, is for widening.
Yes.
When you are coaching a player, sometimes put him in widening.
Yeah.
Imagine, make it bigger. Don't stay with the ball.
Yeah.
You are going to go with the ball when it's needed, but stay widening.
Exactly.
When you are in business, you are talking with people, or you are presenting your program or whatever you see, widen first, and don't forget that these are phrases.
Yes.
Okay, so let's suppose that it's a meeting and they have those long tables. You are or in one side on one of the extremes of the table, and then you widen. I say, okay, good morning, we will start this meeting. Pause.
Pause.
And there you widen.
Yeah.
Or you can be flexible, like
Yes.
now you focus.
Yes.
And then for them is whoop, whoop, whoop. When you create the wave, you enter in buoyancy.
That is totally consistent with what the most successful TED Talk on presentations by Nancy Duarte reflects after she analyzes Martin Luther King and Steve Jobs. They go, what is, what can be? What is, what can be? What is, what can be? Narrowing.
Exactly.
Totally consistent. Yes. Very
But
interesting
my
for
point
those,
is,
yeah.
my point is, you have to embody that,
Yes.
not to know it.
Yes. Yeah.
So when you embody that, surprisingly, you're going to see that you can use that when you go to the supermarket, or when you are talking with your wife, or when you are in a meeting, or when you are, for example, sometimes when they say it was a wonderful football match, soccer in the States, and then there's a play that's called, and then I say, because I have it, I widen. Meanwhile, the guy is talking about this one who is doing this and that, I widen. Then I see all the movements around.
Yes.
And I see this player was disconnected.
Yeah.
For me, it's much more interesting than to see the skill of the player who scored.
Yes.
And then that story of widening for embracing, not for putting things apart.
Yeah. In fact, I think that is very important for negotiations, this particular approach. You look at the playing field from the balcony, then you can always analyze the moves, but you can get lost in the moves if they don't reflect back on the. That's very critical. No?
Knowing that every person has, in the sense of the 3 steps that we use in movement, that means the exploration, the putting things in order, and the doers.
Yes.
Now, if you want, who is, for example, in my career, I started to be a doer. And very quick, I understood that I like more to explore.
Yes.
But then I needed other people. Then I chose my partners.
Exactly.
For doing. It's not that I was not doing, but my field was to explore. And to explore in connection, because you can explore specifically on that spot, on that point, that business, that project, that player, whatever. But you can explore this in connection with another one.
Yes. Yes.
That's why I know my characteristics. And then in terms of playing or exploring is horizontal. Putting things in order, planning, looking for the timing. I'm not committed yet, but but I'm still ready for.
Yes.
That's my second strength. And as a doer is my, let's say, the one I don't like a lot. But if I do, I'm pretty good in doing, but I am exhausted.
Yes. Yes.
And it's not about that.
Yes. Yes.
So I like to do, and then, okay, now you continue. Yes, but no, now you continue. Then we can talk.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And that's my projection. I think in the future is to still touch the different areas I can touch, but with people that are doing.
Yes.
And then they refer to me, then I give feedback.
Yes.
That's why it's allowing me, if, for example, there is one person who is doing that, who's in the Czech Republic, and he did my same training with Michelle Turner, but sometimes getting lost in the moment. I have a kid like this, and then I know I could do this. Okay, can you be there? Okay, then we do a Zoom, and then he's putting the hands. He's telling me what he sends with the hands on the kid. I'm looking the kid from the outside, the reactions, and I take what he sends, compare what I see from the kid, and then I ask the mother.
Yes.
Ask the mother if this is different now with the kid when you put your hands off, like usual. And the mothers are wonderful. Yes. That means we are in three.
Yeah,
supporting the movement of one kid.
Yeah,
because support precedes movement.
Yeah,
and that's another point. Where are the supporting fields that you can use? Can be a person, can be, I don't know, whatever. And this is movement. That's why I say it's a language.
Yes.
So it can be very specific.
Yes.
But it's still a language.
Yeah.
If you come from movement.
Yeah. Thank you, Enrique. This is fantastic.
No, it was a pleasure.
A lot and with a lot of depth. Ahora en castellano, ¿no? Te mando el video para que vos lo edites como lo necesites. Yo quizá haga segmentos.
Está bien.
Por un tema de marketing para como hacer un árbol, ¿no? En el sector de YouTube que tengo, porque entonces suponete cada título va a decir uno, ¿no? Y tal cosa, pero dentro de 3 containers. Y lo que podemos pensar luego es como acabas de decir, ¿no? En qué medida podemos empezar a establecer las colaboraciones.
Claro, por ejemplo, si lo que hablé de los entrenadores, sí. Esto de, bueno, ¿y eso qué es? ¿Cómo se hace? ¿Dónde lo leo? Ellos me pueden contactar.
Sí, sí.
Pero me interesaría que se hiciera bajo la sombrilla de Peak Performance.
Sí, sí.
No me interesa hacerlo bajo la sombrilla de Fundamento del Movimiento Humano.
No, ahí es donde yo puedo ser más útil, porque junto con Roberto, como empezamos a hablar el año pasado antes de la pandemia, Roberto tiene que salir de la cancha, porque se acaba de lastimar un menisco, ¿no? Voy a acabar la